Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Emily with Sacred Sanctuary. If you're looking for anything homemaking, cooking, healthy recipes, cleaning, all the fun things, you have found the right place. We've got some yummy recipes to share today and I'm just so excited to dive in with you, do some cleaning, and we're going to fix my yucky bathtub drain that decided to stop working. So thanks for joining me today. All right, we are starting off today with one of the easiest recipes in the world. This is perfect for when you're having a really busy day. Takes just a couple minutes to throw together in the morning. I was using some potatoes that apparently turned into seed potatoes for the garden, so that's what I was showing you there. But we are doing a whole chicken in a crock pot. Super simple. I am throwing in some carrots, onions, and potatoes with it. So just really quickly, I'm going to chop these up. I took maybe 5 minutes, really big chunks because they were going to be cooking all day long. Very much not a technical thing. You just kind of chop everything up and throw it in there. Okay, if you have never cooked a whole chicken before, they sometimes will come with the organ meats inside of the chicken. So when you get that chicken out, you're going to see in just a moment, I'm pulling out the chicken, taking it out of the package, and then you want to check inside and see if there is a little packet full of those little goodies. They're actually super great for you if you choose to make them. Sometimes it's not there. This time it wasn't. But I usually throw them away. So once I have that done, I loosen up the skin quite a bit because we are going to add one of my favorite ingredients to use ever. We're going to use a ton of butter. And if you're looking at that cutting board and thinking, gross, she's using a wooden cutting board that she cannot put in the dishwasher, you're right. I will show you in just a moment how I sanitize those. But for now, I'm going to put a whole bunch of butter under the skin of that chicken. And then there I have some herbs that I dried from my garden. You can use fresh herbs. That's just some sage and some thyme. Rosemary is super good. Whatever you have, just put something up there. You could even take dried Italian seasoning if you have that. Mix it with your butter first, and that's perfect. My husband's adding some salt and pepper there. Always have to have salt and pepper. So let's load up the crock pot. There's my chicken. There's all my veggies. Wash the hands again. A little more salt and pepper over the top. I love Redmond real salt. There are so many reasons that you want a good salt. So we're going to start that off on low because it's going to cook all day. I'm going to sanitize my countertops, of course, because chicken, yum, so fun. You will see my cute puppy. I don't know if you see her on the left there. She's going to help me out all day. But here's how I sanitize my cutting board. First, I'm going to wash the knife. I don't do it quite the same way because knives are not porous, so I just wash it. But cutting boards, wooden, are porous. So I'm going to give it a super good scrub. And then we're going to pour vinegar on there and let it sit for like 5 minutes. So sanitizing the countertops around while I wait, doing a few other kitchen things. And then when I come back, I'll rinse off that vinegar, scrub it down again, just to be certain. And that has worked really well for me for a lot of years. We've never gotten sick, so I'd rather have that than microplastics. But there is the finished product. We're like cooking it on low. And then way later that day, came back. Hours later, I had actually kicked it up to high for the last hour because I was worried about it not cooking in time and not being finished, but you'll see that was not needed. While the day went on, we made a little mess. This is just a little mess, but my daughter really got creative with our cabinets. Made a little mess there for us. So I'm just gonna, is anyone like me? I can't cook in a dirty kitchen. So I'm just taking 2 seconds to clean up before I finish cooking. I'm not sure. My kids may not eat the potatoes and the carrots and everything that were in the crock pot with the chicken. So I'm going to add a few more veggies. I'm going to add some yummy sourdough crackers. I'm going to put the recipe for that. I'll link to it below. It's from a great blog. But we're just kind of adding to dinner. This parchment on the sheet cake pan is for the crackers. It's so simple. If you've ever used sourdough, if you have a sourdough starter and you have some of the discard, the like not active starter that you need to use up, this recipe is by far our favorite. So I'm just melting some butter in the pan. And then we add in our runny sourdough starter. This is some Suddenly Salad seasoning. It's homemade. It's linked in the recipe, so you can find that pretty easily. That's all it is. You just mix it together, pour it in a pan, spread it out, and then this is going to go right into the oven. About 10 minutes later, you pull it out. It's not done yet, but you want to take this time to cut it into cracker shapes. And I'm boring. I do square crackers. My kids can demolish a whole pan of this in a few moments. We have teenagers, and I cannot keep them full. This makes them happy every single time. So pop it back in the oven. The recipe tells you how long. I think it's like 25 minutes. Then we're adding some more veggies. My favorite thing to do with veggies, we just always have frozen veggies. We have frozen broccoli, green beans, cauliflower, and I just put it in a pan, and I'm going to show you, this is the simplest way to add veggies to every meal. We try to have at least one vegetable at every meal, but usually 2 or 3. So you just need like an inch or so of water in the bottom of the pan. That's it. So frozen, it's not going to go bad. Pull it out whenever you need it. You just put it on the heat until it's like bubbly and boiling and hot. Drain off the water, add some butter, salt, and pepper. It's the simplest thing ever. So here our chicken is done. You can see I bumped it back down to low. But the hardest part is pulling it out of the pot without it completely falling apart, which it did. 100% it did. So got all the pieces out. We'll get the veggies out. I separated out all the bones and actually put them right back in the crock pot. And at the end of this video, I'll show you what I did with that to make sure we kept using up all of our delicious food. And then everything's done. We had a yummy dinner. Next, I'm going to show you our pour bathtub. This is our main bathtub. We have 2 bathrooms. This is the one we use every day. And when you shower, you would stand in a pool up to your ankles because the drain just didn't want to go anymore. And while I was messing in there, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and wash my shower curtain. This shower curtain, I will link it below. It is my favorite. It's fabric, but it works great. You don't have the plastic off-gassing when the hot water hits your shower. These are some bleach alternative tabs since it's a white. I get most of my cleaning products from a place called Grove that I will also link below. They have a lot of eco-friendly cleaning products that work really well. And I love those bleach alternative cleaning tabs. I think the brand is Grab Green? I'm not sure. But there, I am pulling out the most disgusting hairball from my drain. So, sorry. We went from delicious recipes to gross things. But here I am. I thought for sure pulling out all that hair would fix the problem, but it still wasn't draining. So I have just a cheap plumber's snake there. I don't know how to snake a drain. You guys, I've done this lots of times, but I'm guessing. So you're probably going to know better than me and leave all the comments about how I should do this. But I really just stick it in there and wiggle it around a lot. And eventually you pull it back up and there's a lot more really gross hair. I thought for sure at that point that it would drain, but it still wasn't. So just kept poking at it until eventually all the water just started finally flowing back out. You can see there I was kind of giving up, wondering if I should actually call a plumber or what I should do. But thankfully, this time it was able to clear. So, pull the snake back out. I started up the shower just to make sure that everything was draining correctly. No more puddles around my feet as I showered. Snake put away. And let's get the garbage and throw away that yucky hairball. And of course, I could not get back in that bathtub until I scrubbed it down. So I love using the Bona Me scrub on my bathtub. It's just a powder cleanser. Again, I get it from Grove. Just a super Easy one. If you're wondering why our little handheld piece is there, my husband actually installed that a while back when I had foot surgery and I could not stand to take a shower. And I didn't have time for a nice luxurious bath every day. So he installed this new shower head with this nice handheld piece so that I could just sit in the tub, take care of business. The little piece that you put on the wall, he let me install so I could have it right where I want it. And I put it on upside down. So it doesn't hold the thing in place. And I have a new part. Like when you take it off, it's a sticker, so it's gonna ruin it. It's not gonna be usable once I take it off. So a project for another day. I've got another one in my Amazon cart that someday I will order and put on the wall and put it right side up. But now I have a super clean bathtub. The shower curtain I did not put in the dryer because I was just going to hang it back up and it was going to dry itself out. So you'll see me hang that in just a moment. Oh, the handheld shower piece though. I have not had one before this. And for cleaning, oh, just amazing. We love the shower head. It's a rain head up at the top. And then of course the handheld piece down below. So hanging back up the shower curtain. This bathroom is another one on our list of things to do around our cute little old farmhouse. The paint has not been changed since we moved in 12 years ago. The tile needs to be ripped out and a new floor put in, but it was so nice to have that done. Okay, so there's my bones from my chicken. They all went back in there and I'm adding these ingredients: bay leaves, pepper, salt, celery. There were already carrots in there and onions, so I didn't bother with that. The apple cider vinegar actually pulls collagen and other great things out of the bones as I'm making this beautiful bone broth. So you put all those things in the pot and then you don't even need to cut anything up. You just throw it in there and put it back into the crock pot. And I left it there for 24 hours and used it for soup. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.